What's your relationship pattern? Do you have one? Do you know what it is? A lot of times, the universe keeps sending you the same person in a slightly different form, and it seems that every relationship ends up following the same trajectory. Do you have a relationship pattern? Is it something you want to change, perhaps? So, there's 3 levels about learning about your relationship patterns, changing them, so that you actually change your manifestation. The first level is the intellectual level, where you learn what the pattern is. You know it intellectually. You can tell other people about your pattern. It's a beautiful thing. The problem is, intellectual understanding only goes so far. You might intellectually know how to lose weight. You might intellectually know how to build muscles. But that's not going to make you lose weight or build muscles. I can attest to that. It's only the first step. If you don't know those things, it's going to be harder. But just knowing those things is not enough. So you need to understand your relationship pattern on the intellectual level for sure. The next thing is the emotional level. What you need to understand about the emotional level, now that you have intellectually understood what's up with your relationship patterns, is you need to understand that there are certain emotions that you need to heal and repattern. And when you don't do it, the universe is going to send people to you that you're going to be very attracted to and you're going to find fascinating, and there's going to be chemistry and it is going to click. And these people are going to seem a little different than the last people. But once you get into the relationship, you will see on the emotional level, it's the same pattern. And what it is that you keep picking people to bring up an emotion that you need to clear. You need to get done with that emotion. You need to get done with that pattern, and you need to do the emotional healing that is necessary. And the third level is the energetic level. So what does that mean? Well, it's kind of everything. It involves the intellect and the emotions, but it's bigger. It involves karma. It involves past lives. It involves things that we don't fully understand that are part of what magnetize people to us. So, understanding on the intellectual level can be quite a journey. It can be difficult for a lot of people to see the similarities in terms of theme and not get lost in the differences between different partners that fit the same pattern, and get lost in the differences based on biographical things or stories of what happened in the relationship. So a lot of times it takes a lot of unwinding to understand at the intellectual level. But once you do that, there's a lot of emotional processing to do. And that emotional processing is all about feeling the feeling and moving past it, not by avoiding it, but by learning from it, by processing it, by making it less of a theme. For example, when you were a child, you might have been afraid of the dark. And being afraid of the dark might have been a huge theme in your life on multiple levels. And today, let's say, hopefully, you're not as afraid of the dark as you were then. Maybe you don't require a nightlight. Maybe you do, it's fine. But maybe you don't when you did then. Okay? So there's emotional healing that needs to happen with all of these things. But the end result is it becomes a non-issue. It becomes something that we don't really have a phobia about. We don't have the need to avoid so much. So healing on the emotional level requires us to see the patterns on the mental level, the intellectual level, and then process our emotions by not avoiding them, by feeling them. Cry when you need to cry. Scream into a pillow if you need to scream, right? And realize that what's happening is that you have deep inner child emotions that are being triggered by your relationship. That's a potential for healing. You can also make it a never-ending cycle of pain, emotional pain. The energetic level is a whole other thing. The energetic level, for example, I had a client for past life regression who had multiple past lives with the same person she was in a relationship with now, and it was the same exact pattern in every past life. And it was like when she came out of the hypnosis, she's like, okay, that's enough. I've had 12 lives with this guy. It's the same BS every time. I'm ending this, right? Now, so how do you transform the relationship on this energetic level? Like I said before, you're going to have to incorporate your emotions and the intellectual level, but you're going to have to go beyond. You're going to have to feel it as that there's some kind of magnetism that's pulling in these relationships. There's some kind of karmic issue. And if it's really strong, the most effective technique, if you believe in past lives, is to do past life regression. That is something that will really get to the core of these patterns on that kind of energetic soul level. So it's really important for us humans here on Earth to use our relationships for our personal growth because they present the best window into what we need to upgrade in our mind, emotions, and energy system in order to take things to the next level. Thanks for watching.